Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 1, Episode 12. If you were new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all, I am so glad that Heather finally got a backbone this episode. That's all I got to say. We're going to get to that later on into the episode. So Whitney and Heather meeting up, they getting dressed because the ladies are all about to go out and have some fun. Well, Whitney is saying how going race car driving was fun. She apologized to Lisa and Meredith. They accepted her apology and we're squashing things and we're moving forward in our friendship. Not so much for Heather. When she was looking at Whitney sideways, I thought she was mad that Whitney had made up with Lisa and Meredith. But I'm mad because my shopping spree went to fun, shopping, taking pictures and all that other stuff, to Jen give me an ultimatum of who I'm going to be friends with, telling me that my reputation is at stake and all these other things. So she's in her feelings about that. I'm happy girl to try to squash things because I'm tired of all this beefing that's going on. But now I got issues with Jen. She completely went left on me. We went from having fun, shopping, to you need to check who you being friends with because you putting your relationship on the line. So now she's she don't know what to do with Jen. She is that loyal friend that's going to stick with you no matter what dirt you with, how nasty you are to them. She is being that friend. But like I said, we're going to get to that a little bit later. Now, Jen, we get down to the bar. Now Jen is mad because Lisa and Meredith have made up with Whitney. Now she thought that they were going to hold a grudge. Like she likes to hold grudge. She gets down there and is like, yeah, we had a good time. She apologized. We accepted her apology. See, this is Jen's thing. She thought that she runs the girls and she thought she could run Lisa and Meredith. But Lisa and Meredith are not the ones to be run. Plain and simple. Lisa is Lisa tells her it's okay if you want Whitney to be accountable, but she apologized to me and I'm good with her for that. She says, you say that she is lying. We say that she is just repeating what you heard. And I was like, okay, cool. I can accept that because we're not just going to say that Whitney was out here lying. We're going to say Whitney repeated what she heard. And that's exactly what she said. Mary told her that Meredith and Lisa was talking about her. You told her that Meredith was out here, got her side doing her, and Seth was separated. She is just repeating what she heard. But after Jen got to talking loud, had a little bit licking her sister, I was with Meredith. I'm getting my bags and I'm walking away. I'm not fit to sit here and listen to you fussing me about something. You're not gonna give me an ultimatum of who I can be friends with. No, that's what we not gonna do. Get my purse. First, I'm gonna tell you, look at here. I don't need this type of friend in my life. So if you want to be friends, I'm going to need you to adjust your attitude. Pick up my purse and walk on out. Meredith's like, I'm not finna do this. Grab her purse and walk down. We not finna go through all this. This ain't the type of friendship I want in my life. Lisa stayed there trying to get it through Jen's head about how they feel. But Jen is so focused on, no, this is not how things were supposed to go. We were supposed to not want Whitney to be our friends. And, y'all be mad at her. And one thing that gets me about Jen is, now I know we're seeing this over the course of several episodes. That's why it seems like she's harping on things too long. But my thing is, once you accept my apology, that should be it. And Jen don't see that. Now, Whitney and Heather get to the restaurant mid Jen's drunken rampage. And they're like, what's going on? What's going on? And then she doggone it gets all up in Heather's face. She doggone slaps at Heather. She jumps all in Whitney's face. And this is when Heather was big cousin stepped in. It's hold up. We're not finna get all up in her face now. This is what we're not going to do, Jen. You need to back on up. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Here it is. I just gave her two different names. That's what I'm talking about, Heather. You better stand up for your friend and let Jen know you are totally and completely and utterly wrong. But Jen, in her logic of thinking that since Lisa and Meredith have squashed things with Whitney, they are taking Whitney's side and not her side. It's like, I'm not taking anybody's side. I am your friend. I am her friend. I was upset with Whitney because of some things she said. She apologized. I forgave her. We're moving on. Just like I would do the same thing for you, but you can't seem to get that through your greasy head. Shout out to Coming to America. Y'all remember that scene. Whitney and Heather explained to Lisa, we thought things were, cool. Like, things were fine. She forgave us. Heather says Jen made it seem like y'all was only friends with Whitney because of me. And I was like, no, we're friends with whoever we want to be with. Jen doesn't run who we are. Whitney tells Lisa, well, Jen is over here talking about loyalty, but she was at her implying that Meredith was having an affair. They talking, Meredith had already walked off. They over here talking about, okay, and then Lisa's like, okay, if she's been saying some things about me, I need you to tell me right now. She was like, she has been, she called me last night and she was running her mouth about you, but I didn't want to say anything, but like seeing how she's like to roll and she want to talk about loyalty, she has no loyalty there. Now, Lisa is upset because Meredith and Lisa, they like this. They like Forrest and Bubba, Forrest and Jenny. They two peas in the pod. They cool like that, but to hear that, okay, this friend of mine is talking about my best good friend, we connected at the hip, we almost look like the same person. Oh no, we not finna do that. This is not what we're gonna do. So Whitney, Heather, Lisa, and Meredith all sit down, and long story short, they realize that Jen is a toxic friend, and do we want that in a friend? Do we want this toxic person in our life? But Heather, she is still, I don't really want to just kick her to the side because she knows what it feels like to be kicked to the side. And she doesn't want to, one of those people that's like on the side of kicking somebody. She's just not there yet. Whitney's like basically bump Jen, and all she got to say, you're not gonna be run up in my face. One, you're not gonna forgive me and then get mad all over again and expect me to be like keep on kissing your tail. That's what we're not gonna do. Meredith at least like she don't run nobody. We speak for who we want to be friends with. And after hearing what she had to say, no. Meredith lets it be known that, look here, yes, me and Seth, we have, separated on multiple times. I was seeing somebody else. He was seeing somebody else. That is my business, point blank, and a period. And it was like, I totally agree. That is your business. Lisa is feeling some type of way because, like, this is her best good friend. We connected at the hip. We look alike. So how is it I don't know this about my friend? And I was like, the reason why Meredith knows that Whitney is not lying because she has not told Whitney this. I'm pretty sure she has only told Jen. I don't know why she didn't tell her other half, which is Lisa, but she told Jen. And how would Whitney know if it had not been for Jen? See, we putting pieces together. Last week, they was putting pieces together like, hold up. Whitney may not be lying. This may not be solely Whitney's fault. We need to listen and sit back and listen before we going to jump and make our decisions on things. We got, Jen said she was leaving, but her whole glam squad is there getting her together. And I was sitting there like, why is her tub like right next to her bed? Now, when I usually go to hotels, the bathroom is separated from the room. And you got the room, depending on where you're staying at, you got your little kitchen area. You got your little area with the with couch and TV and stuff. Then you have the bathroom with a door. For whatever reason, Jen's tub was like a couple of feet away from, like a few feet away from her bed. I was like, I've never seen that before. That was kind of throwing me off. Mind you, I be noticing and looking at the most random things that's going on and not focusing on what's the main issue is. I be like, why is that tub over there? Like, it's like so close to bed. But anyways. Jen is not going to be happy until Whitney admits that she lied. And Meredith admit that they are scared of her. Admit that you said that you were scared of me. Jen feels like everybody is wrong and she is right. If there's an event and she cuts up several fools, it's because that person over there. Nothing to do with me. My actions are because of you. Meredith, we're going to go back a few episodes. I think it was the Prohibition Party. You went to Mary's church. You was hanging out with somebody who was hunching on their granddaddy. You did that. Ruining the party, making a scene, running out. Cherie's party. How dare you crash, bling. You did that. Since Whitney said some things, which granted, Whitney she should wait at a different time and places. What I'm saying, time and place. It's Whitney's fault. Whatever happens at an event or a party, and she gets up and acting cutting up several foods, it's everybody's fault but hers. Now, the ladies go to a hypnotist. This is all Whitney's idea. They go to a hypnotist. Lisa, Whitney, and Meredith, they are all downstairs and they're waiting. Heather, she went upstairs because, it is her duty to make sure Jen is all right. I'm going to meet y'all there. They get to the hypnotist and they sit down and in walks Heather and Jen. And the energy in the room just shifted. Now, that's one thing when I'm trying to enjoy myself, I don't want none of that negativity around me. I want to be here and be at peace. I don't want all that arguing over stupid stuff. Just be at peace. Jen, she out here crying because the group always blames her when she cuts up several fools. I like when you're cutting up several fools, it's your fault. It's always, you guys are saying Jen did this and Jen did that. It's always what Jen has done. Meredith said the issue is you're trying to tell me who I should and shouldn't be friends with, and that's not what you're going to do. Okay? You're not going to give me an ultimatum. Tell me who I can and can't be friends with. Jen likes to get mad. Jen get mad, yell at people, get all up in their faces. Hold on. I'm going to read it how I said because my brain is trying to decipher it a different way. Jen likes to get mad, yell, get in people's faces, and then get mad and say there was no clarity in what was going on. Okay, I got that. I should have wrote it differently, but when it was on my mind, that's how I wrote it. Yeah, she's doing all these things and yelling and all in your face, and just I just needed some clarity on things. We can't get clarity because you over yelling and cutting up several fools. Jen is one of those people who like to get mad, hold grudges, forgive. You think everything's cool, and then she turn around and be mad again, and you none the wiser. You want to know what's wrong with Jen? Why she acting like that? It's because she done got mad all over again. She wants everybody to be loyal to her when she's not a loyal person herself. And this is when Meredith confronts her. She's about speaking on her marriages. You don't want to see me mad, so I suggest you, Jen Shaw, stay about my business. How about that? I'm not one for getting mad, but when I do, it's not a pretty sight, boo-boo. You just keep that in mind. Now, Jen says she never said anything about her marriages. But I'm how would Lenny know if Jen hadn't told her? Jen says she is sorry. She would never do anything to hurt her. Jen is a person who will say sorry, but. Or, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, and not exactly say sorry what you were for. You don't admit, you just say, I'm sorry. Her going around spreading all the doggone Meredith's business. I would never do anything to hurt you, but that could hurt her. what if her kids found out? What if her kids don't know that, you know, daddy and mama separated, daddy and mama seeing other people, but now mommy and daddy want to be back together? Things like that. She will dance around what she should be saying I'm sorry about. Like, and I think the hypnotist caught that. It was like, I would never do anything that, like, the hypnotist saying, just say sorry, just say sorry. You know how I feel about you. It's like, you guys like pulling teeth trying to get her to say sorry. Now, we have a little exercise. They go around the room. We find out that none of the girls trust Jen. But then Jen is the only one that says that she doesn't trust Heather. And this is when I was saying at the beginning of the episode, this is when a light comes on to Heather regarding Jen. Like, hold up, wait a minute. So, you don't trust me, the person who is run after you after every event that you have cut up several foods with. It is me who has run after you. When you was getting into with Mary, when she said you smelled like hospital, or it smelled like hospital, I'm the one to run after you to comfort you. At the prohibition party, when you got to saying, Mary sleeps with her granddaddy, how could you? I was the one who ran after you to make sure you was okay. At doggone Coach Sharice's party, after you, my dear, cut up several fools, I am the one who ran after you, but you gonna sit here with your sitting here, can't even get the words out, and tell me that you don't trust me? Girl, you got to be kidding. You got to be kidding. Heather was over there like, you know what? That's completely fine, Jen, because I really don't need a friend like you. I really don't. I know I'm paraphrasing what she said, but the light has come on. She has got some glasses on, and she can see Jen for who she is. And she's like, I see you for who you are. You should have seen her for who she is when she tried to tell you shouldn't be hanging out with your cousin no more. I know they saying that Whitney is your friend. Yeah, yes, your cousin can be your friend, but she is your cousin first. And when she tried to first, when she was up there giving you ultimatum, this is when you should have been seeing Jen who she was. And when she ran up on your cousin and got up in her face, or when she slapped your hand, you should have seen Jen for who she was. See, Jen had it in her mind going into this trip. I run the girls. Of course, Heather is going to, since Heather is a loyal person and Heather is wanting of friends, she gonna back me up on this situation with Whitney, regardless of them being cousins or not. Meredith and Whitney, Meredith and Lisa, they gonna have my back because of what Whitney said. She had it in her mind, we gonna oust Whitney. She wasn't taking it into consideration that Meredith Whitney can't be led by her. And that they're all of, okay, you said it, you apologize, let's move forward. So things have shifted, and now it's looking like Jen is going to be the one that's ousted from the group. So now she's here looking stupid, and somebody is going to probably look at me or say, girl, what are you talking about? Is it that Mary isn't the crazy one, and it's Jen? Now, we're going to exclude all of Mary's personal life, like, Mary and her granddaddy, her step-granddaddy. We're going to put all that and all the lies. As she said, Grandma left me in the wheel to granddaddy. Grandma wheeled all her stuff to me. We excluded all of that. We talked about who she has been as far as a friend on the show. Now, she did say that Meredith at least was scared of Jen. And they probably was like, oh my goodness. This how she was. That was so scary. Saying that how she was acting was scary. Not so much she was scared. But I'm like, maybe Mary ain't the crazy one. Maybe it's Jen. And I really don't like to use the word crazy. And another thing, how come every time we see Mary, she is in her bedroom? We've seen her like a few times in the kitchen. Like, can we like see you out and about on the town? Why are we always in the bedroom on this ugly as all get out chair that you be sitting in, y'all. Why? But if I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on. So when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your peoples, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, oh, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over here and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. And this is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.